3 steps for art business success? Start here. There's 3 reasons why we failed to start an art business: fear and doubt, assuming failure, and no plan. Fear and doubt. We are crippled by fears and doubts, and these fears make us doubt that we have what it takes to make a successful business. We may feel that we are not good enough as an artist. We may feel that we lack the business and financial skills to run a business. Some of us may feel like we don't have the time and the energy to devote to running a business. And all of these fears coalesce inside us and make us believe that we will fail. So there's no point in even trying. And that brings us to the second point: assuming failure. Because of these fears and doubts telling us that we're unskilled, unprepared, and unmotivated to actually run a business, then we don't even start planning. We don't even start thinking about those first steps that we need to take to get us to our goal. My goal when I first started was simple: build an art business that can support me so I can make art full time. That was my goal. But I didn't know what the journey was going to be to get me there. I didn't know what that first step was, what those first few steps were to get me to my goal. I couldn't see the whole staircase. I couldn't see the journey. We need to have a positive mindset. We need to think positively. The first way to do that is to tell ourselves that we can do it, that we can do this. That gives your brain permission to start thinking about the ways in which you could do it. Think about it like this. It's Sunday night and you're lying in bed and you've got a big Monday meeting coming up. What's going through your brain as you're lying there? You're starting to think about all the things you need to do to prepare to make sure that your business meeting is a success. Your brain already believes that you will be successful. Your brain knows you can do it. Your brain assumes success. So it starts planning. And that's what we need to do. We need to assume success. We need to believe that we can do this. So when you get up tomorrow morning and you look in the mirror for the first time, what you're going to do is look yourself in the eyes and say out loud with conviction, I can do this. And every time you look in a mirror for the rest of the day, if you can, say it out loud, repeat it, say it out loud. If you can't, say it in your head. I can do this. And it's amazing how your thought processes will begin to become more positive. You'll begin to feel more positive. And once you start to believe that you can do this, your brain will take over for you and you'll start the next step, the third step, which is creating a plan. And all a plan is a series of steps that you have to accomplish, that you have to do to get you to your goal. You need to know what steps you need to take to address your fears and doubts. Make sure you feel you have the right artistic skills, to make sure you have the technology skills, the finance and the business skills. Make sure you have a support group. Make sure you have a social network. Make sure you have the time and the energy to devote to making your business a success. You need to remove your fears so you can abolish your doubts. You need to assume success and you need to make a plan. They're the 3 steps you need to take for a successful art business. Ultimately, you can let your doubts and fears win. But if you want to succeed, then you're going to have to make the decision to plan. A very clever person said, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And our systems are our steps. Our systems are our plan. Now I have a video, I'll put the link up here, where I sit down and do a tutorial with you on creating your first plan. So click the link here and make sure you go and watch that. If you only take one thing away from this video, hopefully you'll take 3 things, but if you only take one thing away, the most important thing is to have a positive mindset. You've got to believe. So you've got to tell yourself every day, every time you look in that mirror, you can do this. I can do it. I can do it. In fact, I want us now to say it. All right? Sit up straight, put out your chest, and say in a loud, confident voice, I can do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I can do this. Because you can. Because if I can do it, you can do it. Most definitely. Can you see now how you can begin to build an art business and lead a more creative life? You can do it. You absolutely can do it. Now, don't forget that I'm giving away every month to one lucky subscriber to my newsletter a free one-to-one hour-long planning session. So if you want to be in the running for this month's free session, then sign up to my newsletter. Links are in the description below. And for Elena, who always asks, my lipstick today is Lisa by Lisa Eldridge. See you in the planning video. Greatest. No, I don't think I'll put that in. I think I'll put that in the planning one. No. I can do this. You can. How am I going to finish this?